Please note, you will need a DHCP server-enabled router or switch if you want to configure using the editing software. The remote devices are PoE, but not directly to PoE. They must go through the M880D digital matrix mixer to receive power. In this 6-part series, you're going to see a lot of wiring in our examples, but we can't really help that because unfortunately our system's not wireless. Hi, I'm Corey from TOA Canada. This M880D digital matrix mixer is a highly effective DSP that offers several configuration capabilities to suit your project. In this 6-part series, I will present an in-depth look at the functionality of the M8080D and connection opportunities with the remote controllers. Let's start with a quick overview of the back of the unit. Okay, starting with this side, your standard universal plug will work here. Moving over, you have your LAN port, which is used for programming. You have to be careful because there is an on-off switch underneath here for your LAN, which is just for programming. You don't want anybody to program it. It is there. Just be careful when you're plugging in cables back here that you don't hit it by accident. The next port over is general purpose interface, which the M8080D uses as contact ins. So there are two contact ins only on the M8080D. Moving on to the remote device ports, you have port 1 and port 2 that are designed to go to your remote devices through Cat5e or better shielded cable. The relays 1 and 2, those are your contact outputs to your various devices, like using for a door strike or a strobe light or something like that. Underneath is the RS-232 connector for controlling your system with automation. Now we'll focus on the 8-channel input and output bank. The top section is the inputs. These are all balanced level signals and they will accept mic or line level inputs. The output side will only output line level. The top and bottom are both balanced signals. Additionally, 4 digital inputs and outputs are available via a remote device port, which will create a 12 by 12 matrix and provide 12 zones. I will go over the controller later in the series. Some examples of connectable equipment on both the input and output side are any balanced input that comes from a mic or line device, like a TOA dynamic or condenser microphone, a TOA AM/FM tuner, maybe a CD player, or a Bluetooth device with a line out, for example. And on the output side, you can connect it to any TOA amplifier to power your speakers, or it can be connected to a balanced line input on a powered speaker. In this connection example, we're connecting the AM/FM tuner from TOA to the M8080D input 1. So I've already connected the output of the TOA AM/FM tuner, and I'm going to plug it in to this connector, which is going to match up with the hot, cold, and earth on the input side on channel 1, which is over here. So I have red is the output, is the hot, which indicates that the black cable in this case will be cold, and then earth is ground. And then give it a little tug, make sure it's not going to come out, and it's as simple as plugging it in the input side right here. Next step is to give a gentle tug to make sure your connection is good on both sides, and then plug in your line out, making sure that the red is hot, the black is cold, and the bare wire is ground, matching the cable above, and you will plug in to the bottom of output 1 to match your input. From there, you take your other end and make sure and plug it into channel 1 in this case of your amplifier, And from there, you'll connect your amplifier to your speaker to power your speaker. All right, that was a great start to the series. In part 2, I will explain the GPI relay and RS-232 functions and connectivity.